It's week 1 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Bucs and the Ravens, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Baltimore Ravens. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Room here to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards in the game there on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go option to the short side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
And the Bucs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They begin with a run by Davis, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Finding room at midfield, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second and 4. Floating one, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cox. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. But Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Cox. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. In the backfield, standing alone here on 2nd and goal is Davis. Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are on the board here first in the season opener. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient. Excellent job blocking. Finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on second. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Holding offense.
Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. It is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. And when you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
And And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken right at the 35. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Dancing to his left.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one taken in on the right.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cox. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. They'll look to throw again.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Cox. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw now on the final play. Over the middle, it's complete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Good, strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams, but when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Second and 9 now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over first and 10. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one, but incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
2nd and 9 from the 44. They're going to look to throw. This one caught by Davis. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Open man there. That's Bellamy. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the 2nd half in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. He is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking middle, and that's complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now a handoff running through the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. 35 yards that time on the punt. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
The throw took him a little too far at second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Cox. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On second down, Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So out come the Bucs now.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it again here with Davis. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. And he stopped immediately there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Inside give to Davis. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So the Ravens now trailing 17-10. And time, a huge factor. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Bucs, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat